It was sort of like a 9 to 5 job, maybe 11 to 7 job.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when we were going in, we were having fun thinking about and reading about all those stories about the bands in the 60s, like the Beatles and other bands that would just go in every day. It was their job. They would go in and you wrote songs every day and then you went home. You know, maybe you got a chance to go to the movies or something and afterwards or whatever, but that was what you did.
I thought it would be cool if we could make the engineers wear lab coats.
Yeah, that would have been cool. But we had some really great engineers on the record too, and they kind of just would follow us around recording us playing all the instruments and things like that. You know, because we didn't sample anything. We just kind of wanted to play everything ourselves. And the work schedule was pretty much just get up in the morning and go in and start writing songs and recording them and go for as long as you could take it until one of us started to fall asleep, and then it was time to leave.
Brian's jumping onto some old synthesizer and I'm like humming some melody that's popping in my head, and so if we get something that grabs us, we can record it right then.
Yeah. I still would go in and need to have somebody like James in there to tell me whether what I'm recording is any good or not, you know, because usually that's not what my role was. It was usually I'm the person who's sitting back, so this was very different for me to go in and, you know, for me to try out melodies, try out, you know, chords and songs and parts and play them and see if they're good enough, because he's one of my favorite songwriters. So if he's thinking some of the stuff I'm doing is good enough to keep on the song, then great. But if not, then I know I've got him to, you know, pull up the slack, you know.
Each song has a pretty different sort of vibe to it. I mean, we chose High Road to introduce people to the band because I think when you hear that, you can really it kind of makes sense, that song.
I don't know, it just sounds, I mean, people who've heard it, I guess, just say it sounds like both of us, but they wouldn't have imagined what that would sound like. But when you do hear it, it makes sense. I don't know if that does any good. It's no way to really sit here and describe it, because there's so many different things I've heard said about the Shins and then about what I do that is just going to confuse it even more. It feels really good. It was the most fun record I've ever had to, you know, making, which is the reason you do music in the first place. So I can definitely see it just keeping on going. We're going to do more music, so that would be another record, I guess.
Yeah.